Hello, this is a demo of some new stuff in Cockpit machines. And this time it's about machines on the user session connection here. They don't connect to your normal network setup, but they have their own user mode network stack. And there's something new in this world now for these user mode stacks. And here's a network interface. Maybe we just remove it and start from scratch. So we don't have any network interfaces, we add one. Now you can see Cockpit prefers the new past BASST stack. It's added here to the documentation, and the feature that we're interested in is that it supports port forwarding. And of course, there's a section now here in the dialog where you can configure your port forwarding. And let's just add a simple one. We want to connect to the SSH thing there. So we forward port 2020 to 22 TCP, and then we can just add this interface. And if you expand it, you can see the details here, and here's the summary of the port forwarding 2020 to 22. Pretty simple. We can add more here if you want to have another one, maybe use the web server also. And we add that as well. Then you get these both summarized here, of course. So, but the possibilities, the configurability of this thing is more advanced than just having ports, single ports mapped to other ports. We could, for example, also map a whole range here. This is reported just by typing this range in the text input. It's explained here in the pop-up. And yeah, this would now map this whole range of ports to this. Summary here is there. It also does some arithmetic and tells you where the end is of the two range. But it gets even more interesting than that. You have seen this little arrow here. We can also add complex rules for this, and they look like this. They come in a nested form. You can bind to specific addresses here. You could type a device here, should probably be a drop-down. And you can have any number of ranges now below this, and you can even exclude ports. So you could now here have the ports 4000 to 4050, goes to the guest side maybe to 400. And here's a hidden plus button. And you can add more rows here. And you say now that the port 4040 should not be forwarded. So there's a whole lot of stuff here already. And obviously this complex rule layout could be improved. There's some idea maybe that we put some little lines here or some indication that these things belong to this. Somehow the plus button should be better discoverable. And or we can of course talk about the whole complexity and say we don't want this. But no, why not? And then you can save this all, and then you get the summary here. This is the old ones, and then here you have one that is bound to this address. This is mapped, but not this one. Yeah, I think that's it. Obviously, you can delete things. If you delete the complex rule, then everything disappears. And oh, look, there's a bug. I hope it's not in our code. Word XML sometimes does these things that the excluded ranges stay behind. So now, oh, something has gone wrong. So the API is a bit hairy. I thought I got it all figured out, so I have to check this, what's happening here, but we might just have to abandon the word XML and start editing the XML directly. Let's try to save this. This is deleted. This is deleted. Now this whole thing goes ever. Let's see if this works. Yes. Okay. Some work still. But thanks a lot.